Hello and welcome to Robert's Tech. Today on this video we're going to be talking about our Robot Rover chassis that we're offering. This is a chassis designed to help to make it easier to build your first Robot Rover, or allows you to put together a system much more easily because there's pre-drilled holes for all the different popular microprocessor units, motor drivers, and other boards. So an Arduino Mega would pop right in to pre-drilled holes. Here's an Arduino Uno. Drop that right in there. And it allows you to put the Robot Rover together without spending a lot of time drilling holes. This is a popular motor driver. Here's another popular motor driver. Drop right in there. So whatever type of motor driver you have. Got holes in the side for these relay boards, which are really handy for activating different things. This is an Arduino Nano. There's actually holes here for that as well. A spot here for a I2C hub. So you can see all the different options. It's also possible to mount the boards down in the bay if you're not using the bay for something else. There's pre-drilled holes for that. This chassis set up for a battery up front, like this, leaving the bay clear, or you can put in one of our robot power modules. Drops right in there. This is a board that powers everything on the Robot Rover from the single 12-volt battery. There's also the option of having side pod batteries, one in each side, and that allows you to keep the bay clear for other things. Like in this robot build here, we use the side pod batteries, and we use the battery location to mount this robot arm. It's also possible to mount boards on the underside. So this is our robot speed controller, and we have holes for that to go right in here. But if you wanted to keep the top clear for something, for your other options that you're going to put on there, it's also possible to put boards down in the pods. So if you use the front battery location, then the pods are clear to mount boards. So like this is the motor driver board, and that would go down in there. There are also pre-drilled holes for our Speedstar wheel speed system, and what that is we have these metal inserts that go into these wheels that allow you to check the speed of the wheels and control the speed through your motor driver. So we've pre-drilled the chassis to hold this proximity detector next to the motor, so when the wheel goes on there, they're perfectly spaced, and you get a speed control pickup system, and the holes are all pre-drilled for that. There's holes for the motors in all four corners, so you can go 2 or 4 motors. The motors just drop right in. Again, holes all pre-drilled, ready to go. We also offer the chassis in a version where we have the motor holes drilled and holes for your side batteries and sensors, but the top is not drilled, allowing you to place whatever boards you have and drill your own holes. Here's an example with the wheels installed. This is our Pacer chassis, shown with the side wheels. These are again holes pre-mounted for these wheels. You also have the option of placing the wheels underneath if you'd rather have them inboard. And again, everything just drops in without having to drill holes. There are also holes drilled along the front for cross rails, and these cross rails that you have on the top and optionally on the bottom here allow you to bolt sensors and other optional equipment. So this one, you can place an extra bay up front, allowing you to put sensors and other items up front. So it's an easy way to extend the chassis. And again, you have your holes drilled for that. So here's a Robot Rover chassis that we're currently working on. This is the example of placing the batteries in the side pods, allowing us to put this arm on the front of this unit. We have our speed control on the side, robot power module in the middle. Got an Arduino Uno on this one initially. So in this project, we're working on a robot Rover here that's fully loaded, although it's not done yet. But it gives you an example of how you can really load up the chassis. Most everything on here went on without drilling holes. I did have to drill a few holes here and there for things, but almost everything went on without drilling any holes. In this one we did utilize the cross members. We have lights and a sensor up front, the front battery position, and got this Arduino Mega and Arduino Uno. On the cross member in the back we mounted a display. This part right here is not one we actually offer, but the cross member allows you to put something there like that. Got a motor driver up front. The relay boards on the side, again, it's pre-drilled for those. These are really handy relay boards for all different things. In this case, we're actually using them for brakes on the front wheels. We do have our speed sensing system on these wheels with the proximity detector. So there's a good example of what you can do with our robot chassis. Well, thank you for watching this video. We hope you'll go to our website and check out the other products we have. It's roberts.tech, and we'll see you on the next video.